out from my window. Sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to today's video. I thought I would do a slightly different version of my clean with me videos that I've been doing every week for the past month or so, and I thought I would just throw in pretty much everything that I got up to on this particular day, which happened to be in the Easter holidays. So I have got all three of my children at home with me, and if you don't follow me on Instagram you probably won't know, but we have had a pretty huge leak in our kitchen, so you'll probably see the house is not looking its best in today's video and it's pure chaos, but I thought it just makes for realistic content. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and let's jump straight into the video. Okay, so I promise not to say video anymore in this voiceover because I think I just said it at least 7 times. But to start with, I am just making my breakfast. I've been doing this first thing while the kids have been home, while I haven't had work. Otherwise, before I know it, it's 2 p.m. and I've not eaten. So first up is my smoothie. I'll leave the recipe to the one that I make. I pretty much make this every day. If you've watched any of my other videos, you will probably be very familiar with this smoothie because it is featured a lot. So the first job once my breakfast is made is to head up to my bedroom. So along with the leak and the house being chaos, we are having our main bathroom renovated. We are, honestly, even as I'm filming this, we are knee deep. It is carnage. That's the only way I can describe my life and my house at the moment is carnage. I know it'll be worth it in the end, but it's really hard to live with it while it's all going on. So my bedroom is getting a lot of use from everyone because the bathroom that everybody is having to use is my ensuite. So we were actually going away for Easter weekend for a night to spend in Padstow, Cornwall with my sister. So I wanted to just make sure the bedding was washed so that it was nice and fresh when we come home, because once we come home it's straight back into routine of work and school, and I just wanted to make sure I was as on top of my jobs as I possibly could. So little Penny girl's helping me. We've stripped the bed, then we're down in the utility. We're going to put this wash load on, get it going, and then we'll be moving on to the next job while that cycle is in swing.
Spend all day in bed. I get so caught up in the middle, thinking of drowning in those blue eyes. I'm losing sight 'cause I am falling. I'm so deep down, and it's not a lie that I die. I can't hide.
Now, I also wanted to include some self-care because, again, if you don't follow me on Instagram, well, I have mentioned it in my last couple of vlogs, but I've been really trying to make myself a priority because having 3 children, I kind of put myself on the back burner. I know I'm not alone in this. I do speak to many of you and a lot of you feel the same. So I wanted to include some things that I do to make myself feel better, one of them being oiling my hair. Now I know I've spoken about this before, but I really love these Rehab oil pods. The video is not sponsored or anything like that by them. I buy all of this myself and I'm just obsessed, so I wanted to share it with you. So the pod I'm using is the matcha, so this is the Zero, the Rehab Zero, and you pop this on your scalp and you leave it. It says it recommends for about 4 hours. I actually left on all day in this video, and I'm also going to be popping on some of the Rehab 3.0, which is like a lavender oil. You can sleep with this actually, it's really good to nourish your hair, but I thought because it was going to be on all day and I was going to be washing my hair later that night, I thought I would just do it all in one go. So the next one, once I've massaged this, give my scalp a little massage, will be the Rehab 3.0. So this is a new one for me. I've used this now a handful of times. I really love it and it just smells so calming. And then what I have also been doing is enjoying just giving my hair a little plait, so like a French plait. I do it very loosely, very roughly. That way the oil can just distribute evenly throughout all of my hair. So that is the first thing that I really enjoy doing, and I tend to oil my hair at least once a week. as you can see, it does look quite wet, so I find that if I pop it up in a plait, it just helps disguise that while I go about the rest of my day. So I'll leave a link to the Rehab website. Like I said, it's not sponsored or anything like that. They do always have fantastic offers on and gift set ideas, and I actually had a couple of these gift sets for Christmas. They do make really lovely gifts and they come in a lovely gift bag. So if you are interested, I will leave the link in the description.
Running for you if it gets too dark. I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light. I'll be your light, your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light.
So now my hair is tied up. I've actually just changed my trousers and my t-shirt because I was actually wearing what I woke up in. It wasn't my pajamas. I must have fallen asleep in my lounge outfit the night before. I've been so tired, guys. I really need to remember to start taking my iron tablets because I am so tired all the time. But I've finally got dressed for the day, and like I said, we are spending a lot of time in my bedroom because it was looking not its best. It needed a dust, and there was just something from everybody in my house just left on the floor. So I'm just picking everything up, giving everything a hoover, just moving around some bits and pieces on my dressing table. It just, if I change the odd thing, it just makes it feel fresh and clean. So I'm doing that, and then we will be moving on to sweeping the floor before we hoover and then make the bed. So now all the dusting is done, I'm just moving on to our French doors. I'm giving them a good clean. I've been meaning to do this for actually weeks now because there's Penny's handprints all over this glass. I need to actually open them up and do the other side, and I know it doesn't look like it here, guys, but they do both open, and there is a glass Juliet balcony there, so it's like quite high. Penny cannot see over the top of it. We don't ever just leave the doors open unattended. This is up in our bedroom, so in the loft, but they haven't been cleaned this side of spring, so they've had all of winter, all of the elements, and that needs a clean, so stay tuned. I will probably do that in my next cleaning video. But as I said, now we are just sweeping the floor. Because this room has been being used a lot, I decided to bring the silicone brush up because Darcy's been doing her hair up here, I've been doing my hair up here, and there's just a lot you can see here. Look at the pile it's pulled up. I just found because it was in desperate need of a hoover, I thought let's just put it into piles. That way the hoover's not going to end up blowing everything around if I just go straight in with the hoover. If you're curious as to any of the products that I am using, check the description box. I do usually leave a link to my most requested items. If you can't see a link or you want to know where anything is that I have, just leave me a comment and I will do my best to get back to you.
Just take our time, dropping everything.
Okay, so we're heading down to the kitchen now. So my bedding is still in the washing machine. The cycle hasn't finished yet. You probably can't see it from this angle, but you'll see in a moment when I move the camera around. We do have an electric dehumidifier out here. It's actually been on for 10 days now. So the leak was 10 days ago and it is still pulling so much water out. I just think I didn't realise how much water had actually leaked, but all of the plinths from the kitchen cupboards are damaged, so they are currently just in our storage room drying out. I think we're going to need replacements. We have spoken to the insurance company because I do think the job is a lot bigger than what we would be able to just manage. It looks as though we're going to need a whole new kitchen floor, a new floor in the utility, new plasterboards behind the kitchen units, potentially some new kitchen units because it's soaked through the plasterboard, new woodwork around certain doors where the water was pooling, like skirtings, architrave, because it's completely blown it. And yeah, it's just a lot because obviously we're going to have kitchen units pulled out. So I just thought it might be a case of drying it out and see how we go, but it's actually cracked a lot of the tiles. We have like porcelain tiles in the kitchen. In the utility it was only like a cheaper laminate because it was a temporary floor, but it's completely blown quite a lot of the floor and you can see it all bubbled. So obviously we can live with it for the time being. It doesn't need to be done right now because like I said, we're in the middle of doing the bathroom, but it is going to need to be done. I don't think drying it out is going to completely solve the problem. So if you wonder when I move the camera in a minute, as you can see now, the plinths have all been removed from this side of the kitchen, and that there where the dishwasher was is the electric dehumidifier. So we just keep moving it around to different spots in the kitchen. What I found is that cupboard that I was just next to, which is where we keep our bin and additional cleaning products, it looks as though it's pulled in there under the tiles. So yeah, it's not the best. It's such a nightmare when things like this happen, but obviously can't be helped, can't change what's happened. But I'm just trying to keep on top of the house because there's a lot of things going on, and if I don't keep on top of the little jobs, it will just feel like I'm overwhelmed. But Ollie has also been cleaning his bedroom, so this is the rubbish from his room, and he's just bringing some bits down that were up there that shouldn't have been. So he's been super helpful, which I really appreciate because obviously I've got enough to do downstairs, so when they can keep on top of their bedrooms, it really helps.
I'm in this town, look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.
And then we're moving back up to my room because my bedding has now finished and it has dried. This is what I'm thankful for with the warmer weather because I can just get through so many loads of washing, and that's one job that I can keep on top of. So it's all been dried and I'm making the bed. We were actually heading out to Ollie's football training this particular evening, so I'd managed to get this all done before we headed out because we don't normally get back until about 7:30. So it's just a bit late because I needed to wash my hair as well. It's just a little bit late if I do that afterwards. So yeah, we're making the bed. You'll see Penny in a moment. She's up helping me me. She's never too far away from me, bless her. She loves to help out. And yeah, the bedroom is feeling so much fresher now. I've just given it some attention and just spent a little bit of time up here.
Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive.
Now, I also just wanted to include this clip as well because I had a few messages from people just asking for some tips on Vinted, because I also mention in some of my vlogs recently that I've been trying to upload onto Vinted again more regularly and just try and get down some of the clothes that we have that no longer fit the kids and that me and Tom don't want anymore. So my Vinted is always linked in the description. I just have one. I pop all of our stuff just on that one. So if you want to have a little look, then I'd really appreciate you helping me clear out some of our stuff. Some of it is new, some of it is just things we've changed our mind on. I only sell things that are in like excellent condition. So yeah, I just wanted to share, this is me packing up some parcels. So I usually, you've seen me checking my phone. My advice would be to check and check again, because it has happened to me in the past before where I've missed an item or where I have put the wrong label, especially when you've sold a few different things. So this is what I'm doing on my phone here. I'm just double checking. I keep everybody's in different boxes, so like Penny's is in hers, mine's in my own, so it's just easier to gravitate towards. And I'm just checking again before I put it in the parcel that I've included everything. And I will also check the label again, because it doesn't happen often. Obviously we are all human and mistakes happen. Darcy also has her own Vinted. She tends to sell her own now on there, so I'll also leave a link to Darcy's Vinted in the description. Anything she doesn't want now, she just does she sells herself, and that way she can keep her money and put it towards things that she does want. But I will try and include more tips and tricks for Vinted as I go, maybe like how to take pictures and things like that. This is just how I package up my parcels. I usually get my postage bags off of TikTok Shop. It used to be Amazon, but it's so much cheaper on TikTok Shop, and then I just print the labels. I tend to only use Avery and Yodel. They're the ones I recommend. And yeah, that's the last job for today.
The good vibes. We are all about the good times. Dancing till it feels alright.
So that is going to wrap up today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, come and say hello in the comments, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.
Sorrows, let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems